with a defensive mindset. They were number 6 in the league last year in defense, number 3 in the league in the second half of the season. They want to carry that over. And where are the new faces going to fit in?
Rockets went 65-17 a year ago, their best regular season in franchise history. The Grizzlies, a lost campaign at 22-60. That is over, and now is the time for a brand new season, albeit just a preseason game, but it's great to have the NBA basketball back, and glad to be back with all of you back in Houston as well as here in Birmingham, who are tuning into this ball game between the Rockets and the Grizzlies. Nice ball movement by Memphis right off the bat, and it's Garrett Temple who knocks down
practice up to this point. Those are the kind of shots he's going to get this season in the Rockets offense.
This is a Rockets home game here in Birmingham, even though Toyota Center is 670 or so miles away from Legacy Arena. Meanwhile, the FedEx Forum, where the Grizzlies play their home games, that's just 238 miles.
Yep, and the officials are going to call that a lot.
Yeah, a point of emphasis for the officials this year. Another 3, this one straight away for Temple, who was acquired in mid-July from Sacramento, where he spent the previous couple of years, coming off his best season as a pro. James Harden's best season as a pro, and he gets the Rockets on the board.
Rockets want to get rebounds.
In the prior 2 seasons, led them in games played, had some issues with a foot and ankle last year. Again, the Grizzlies went just 22-60. That ended what was a 7-year run of winning seasons and playoff appearances. How about that? Carmelo in the corner after some razzle-dazzle.
Wow, and the crowd exploded on James Ennis' game right there. He's going to be an excellent defender. He's going to use his length to get steals, and when he gets out in the open court, he's one of the best players in the NBA.
Conley turns it over. Here come the Rockets again on the attack. Alley-oop.
We're going to see a lot of that this season. James Ennis plays very hard.
Open up top for a 3. Rockets want to improve their offensive rebounding rate this season. Good pass by Temple. In the end, one for Green as Capella was late to recover.
And that's a problem with the Rockets' defense last year. Was in transition. They gave up too many points. And Mike D'Antoni said that's...
Gerald Green is in for Houston. The mayor of Houston, if you will, the unofficial mayor of Houston. Harden is trapped, swarmed, 3 guys on him. Shot clock down to 5. Anderson pokes it from James, scooped up by Conley. Back to Anderson. Anderson was a restricted $7 million, and San Antonio said no thank you, and now he's into Memphis, playing with the Grizzlies.
Memphis have just run off 8 straight points.
Capella. Block, got it back, laid it up and in. Good energy there by Clint Capella going up against an ex-defensive player of the year.
Yeah, Clint Capella.
Into the old grit and grind for the Grizzlies, even though part of that grit and grind is gone with Zach Randolph and Tony Allen no longer part of the picture. Jackson Jr., good patience.
That's hard to do for a young fella to have that patience inside as guys are flying all.
Growing up, I was a huge Magic Johnson fan. I loved the Lakers. And then after I got tired of Magic, I became a Hakeem Olajuwon fan. I had the tonics. I used to be on the court trying to emulate him. So I became an Olajuwon fan. I really like players, not so much teams. Compete and get to the championship because he's seen former teammates have championships, so he want to get to where they are.
8-point lead here for Memphis with about 90 seconds to play in the opening quarter. What are your thoughts, Robert, on the layout of the West? Nice pullback. Splash!
I think the West is going to be tough, you know, now with King James.
Led the NBA in makes and attempts from 3. Now, those numbers were significantly lower than what we see that the Rockets and other teams basically on, way lower than even the NBA average in terms of makes and attempts per game. But you guys were sort of ahead of the curve in that regard back in the mid-1990s.
Yeah, you know, the thing about this, I had to make myself a better three-pointer because of Matt.
You guys
Matt
were
was always taking my spot when they needed a 3, so I went every day.
He was the guy who saw that Robert and I could space the floor and give Dream the room that he needed to operate.
Yeah, it's a big difference now where you don't have that guy, that go-to guy in the post that we had that made it easier for us. These guys got to work hard for threes. Matt and I had it easy.
Oh, Chris Paul knocks down the three. Thought he got fouled and undercut by Jackson. Not happy they didn't call it. Mike D'Antoni not happy about the non-call there, as there's a conversation in the huddle with the officials as the first quarter has come to a close. Robert, we appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for everything that you do, not only for the Rockets, but for the league and here for your home state of Alabama.
Thanks for having me.
And Chris Paul during the break, and Haywood Workman, the ex-NBA player, is an official. This is the preseason, the first preseason game. We're going at one another hard.
Yes, they were.
Can't repeat what was said. Marquise Chris to the top shot. Trying to get the clock right here, I believe, because it says there's only 61 seconds left in the second quarter, which would make the second quarter the fastest ever. Trying to get it right at 10:15. Little give and go on the reverse. Capella got a piece, but Brooks hits the shot again. A good-looking young player for the Memphis Grizzlies. Carter coming off again. He was the Rookie of the Year with Philadelphia back in 2014. And unfortunately for him, it's kind of been downhill from there, but he's hoping to sort of rejuvenate his career here with the Rockets in a bit of a different role, as we were alluding to earlier, than he's played so far in the league. Nice pass. Nobody with a body on Jackson Jr., who sprung forward for the tip dunk. Ball isoing on the rookie. Heaves it, scores it.
And then Chris Paul stares down the ref.
So a T on Chris, a T on Mike D'Antoni. Wayne Selden checking in here for Brooks, his first appearance for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, first 15 minutes of the season.
Ennis sticks it over Green.
That's a nice shot right there in the
Out of the iron. James Harden now 1 of 6 overall here in the first half. He's missed 4 of his 5 threes. This fuzzy monitor I'm trying to read is correct.
Good luck.
Chandler Parsons catch and shoot.
Chandler's jumper has gotten a lot better over the last couple of years.
Nor was their system the right fit for him. They moved on. He spent a couple of hours theoretically in Atlanta, got bought out, and now he's here with Houston as the Rockets finally get their hands on Carmelo Anthony after they went after him as a free agent about a handful of years ago. And the equipment guy also now handles team travel.
Yeah, he does a lot. His title is equipment manager, but he has a lot of duties.
Good poke check there. Harden to Carmelo, gathers it, shoots it, scores it.
And that looks good in a Rockets uniform. All he has to do is run to the... Guys aren't really in running shape yet.
Gasol so dangerous at the high post as a playmaker. I think Jokic with Denver is sort of eclipsed him as the best passing big in the league, but Gasol's not too far behind. Good action there by Memphis, results in the runner for Parsons. Him as the best passing big in the league, but Gasol's not too far behind. Good action there by Memphis, results in the runner for Parsons. So now you've got Harden ISO'd on the rookie. Knocked it down. 4-point play all the way for James Harden. Now than it was, say, 50 years ago.
Quite a few more teams.
The Rockets have recovered from a 9-point deficit. Under a minute to go on the half, a little shot put for Conley and some soft rims in Birmingham. Preseason opener for both. Gordon on the wing. 4-3.
That's easy basketball. What they're saying is, hey, look, the only way to get into NBA shape is to play NBA basketball. So they're going to use these preseason games to get in shape. And I like that because there's only 5 of them this year.
Got the same starters out there to begin the game that will start this second half for both teams. Chris Paul using the Carmelo screen.
I want to see more of that. Carmelo setting screens for Chris.
42. Make it 43 in offensive variety on Chandler Parsons as his chin hit the shoulder of James Ennis.
Looks like James Ennis got a bit of a stinger. Trying to shake that off all the way down through his right arm.
Quickly in the corner, Carmelo doesn't take much time, doesn't need much time. That's 12 straight points for the Rockets going.
Late 90s, early 2000s maybe. Early 2000s, I think, but good to see him still in the game of basketball, coaching the younger generation.
So the Rockets with the last 6 of the second quarter, the first 6 of the third quarter, up by 11. That run just ended as Temple stuck the 3.
Nice play out of the
Coaching staff with the recent retirement of Jeff Bizdelic. Roy Rogers taking over the defense. Matt Brazzi coming over from their G League affiliate, the Vipers, is now he's on the bench. 9 in a row for Memphis, and they're increasingly becoming easier.
And that's going to be his role here for the Grizzlies this year, is making open threes like that. When he played with the Rockets a few years back, he was creating offense for his teammates, but now I think they're just counting on him to shoot.
Well, he did shoot 42% last year from 3. Now, he only played in 36 games. Carmelo with another hoop. He still hit a shot, but realized it was not the ideal shot for the Rockets and said, my bad. He has bought in. This is the first preseason game. He's been with the team for about a week and a half. He's already bought in right there in a nutshell. Paul rocks the cradle, nails another 3. That's his 5th.
Moving up a seat, coming from the G League to the Rockets, he's ready to go.
I want to wish Jeff Bizdelic all the best in retirement. Excellent basketball coach, great guy. Really enjoyed talking shop with him. Chris Paul from the foul line. Vintage hooks. No. No again by Caspi. Harden dancing on Brooks. Good defense. Throws it up, knocks it down.
Good defense.
15 for James Harden. Not a holding his ground. Rockets, by the way, are now 15 of 30 from 3. Last year, they set an NBA record averaging 42 threes per game.
Attempted.
Harden driving, finishing. 5 in a row for James Harden. Lead is back to his ground. Rockets, by the way, are now 15 of 30 from 3. Last year, they set an NBA record averaging 42 threes per game.
Attempted.
Harden driving, finishing. 5 in a row for James Harden. Lead is back to. You know, Matt, I actually remember I was talking about how I'm going to try to. We got a lot of free time on the road, right? I'm going to get in the gym, try to ride a bike a little bit.
Okay.
No, nobody believed me last night.
Right.
I actually, at 11 o'clock last night, I went downstairs and I rode the bike for 40 minutes. James Harden again. So I actually did it. Now, it'll probably be on the plane on the way back home.
Yeah, got to work out so you can eat.
You have 4 desserts. I just taken 3. Oh, it is good to be back, Matt.
Yeah, it's, you know, we've got a great job. We love what we do, and the Rockets are poised for a great season this year. So I know all Rockets fans out there watching the game are super excited and super
history, unfortunately not resulting in the titles as they did in 1994 and 1995.
But I think the feel around the organization right now, or the organization if you're a hockey fan, is that this is the year that they've got a chance to go all the way, and everybody realizes it. So there's no half-stepping out there right now. Everybody is locked in and ready to go.
Oh, it's been all James Harden as of late. Draws the D. Carter Williams circles to the rim and scores. I don't think the Rockets want him to do a ton of that, but one thing that sort of hurt him in his career is he's been a pretty undisciplined player. Now, maybe some of that had to do with the lack of continuity that the Suns have had the last several seasons as Jackson hoisted, knocks down a 3. Well, the Rockets' hope is that Marquise Chris, being the 8th overall pick in 2016, originally by Sacramento's hometown team, we're talking about the guy, and he's responding. Big couple of minutes for Marquise Chris, got the block. Gerald Green, the contested 3. Carter Williams takes it from Caspi and scores.
And this is where the Rockets are going to be blowing teams out, is with this second. To be honest about Tillman Fertitta, he bought the team last year, and there's been upgrades all around the organization that Tillman has put in. So a lot of great things going on in Houston Rockets basketball.
Paul with a strip. Oh, leaves it back to Carter Williams. Yes, and 1. Chris Paul's ready for the start of the regular season. The Rockets will be back at Toyota Center for the first time this preseason on Thursday as they take on the Indiana Pacers at 7 o'clock.
So nice. A normal human size would be, your wingspan would be the same as your height. So he's got super long arms, but being on the team with Nene is going to be very important for him, as he's going to feel very comfortable having Nene around to help him with the transition.
And if memory serves, he was a player of the Rockets
in the film session. But he is a decent shooter. So as he grows up and gains more experience, he's got potential.
Has not had much of an impact as of yet in the league. A little hezzy dribble for Harrison. Another big dunk for Moore. Again, this guy's big.
Yeah, Moore is huge.
Reading that one was Harrison, nicely done. Harden gets it right back, slips it to Carter Williams, who just got that dunk through. Timeout, Memphis. 7:46 to go in Birmingham. Michael. It's real tough to read.
That looks right.
Chris Paul with 22 tonight. Carmelo with 13. Eric Gordon with 13. Carter Williams with 15. Marquise Chris with 11. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 Rockets in double figures. More mature team. A lot of veterans again with their sights set on ultimately getting to the mountaintop.
With a goal that's legitimate, you know, and a lot of teams say they want to win a championship, but most teams don't have the ability. Gerald Green shoots his way into making a three, and that's his game. He's
for the dunk. Brandon Goodwin, the rookie out of Florida Gulf Coast, is out. Oh my! Caboclo misses, and Green cleans it up.
Man, Gerald Green, he was about 10 feet off the floor there.
Clark on the wing. Poked out. Rockets with a reset possession here, but again, just 14, not 24 now. Offensive rebound, shot clock resets to 14. Straight away, Caboclo drills the triple. Don't shoot. But it was nice. Really, really nice.
Yeah, it was on the Robert Trent Jones Trail. A lot of great golf courses on that.
Another three. Clark sticks again. That's his second. 21 of them for the Rockets, up 19. Shot clock is off. Harrison from the wing. He buries one from Memphis. 21 of them for the Rockets, up 19. Shot clock is off. Harrison from the wing. He buries one from Memphis. And Gray and the Rockets will dribble it out, and a successful